Alright, guys, we should be good to go. Yep. Right. Last night we tried to finish the Coliseum, but that Molly is too fucking hard, so we're just gonna go with the normal part of the game and see if we can beat it. Give my checks in real quick and see if we unlock this portion of the temple. Let's see. Let's give her a check, shall we? So we have most of these lanterns filled, but not all of them. Because basically once you hit all the classes to level 40, they'll all light up and you get like I think an extra area to go to or something. Fight another hard boss. Let's go to where we were at before, which was not there. Where was he? Over there? Back. Not easy enough. Let's get it. Again. It's all stronger this time. Did we do it? Did we win? Sort of. Struck us through a battering ram, which I believe naval. Heiko's hurled a full 30 feet. Wait, this is what happened before, though. Here we go. Soaring through space and time and countless other fluid quantities of being, getting one's bearings is a complicated business. Plunged into their very flow, it can be very difficult to measure any of them with certainty. For this reason, it is entirely possible that Gabriel had been punching after blood for more than 1,000 years. And it is after blood for the real one, not some emblem of divine will and human conduit, any remnant of mystical power, have long been beaten out. The book has gone in its place for the 10,000 regrets which are wreathed around his heart. The book has manipulated him, certainly, but in the end, it had given him what he wanted, passed him to the very mouth of hell. If he is being struck repeatedly, and he is being struck repeatedly, maybe he deserves it. Given the gruesome way the evil acts, it may not be possible to beat him enough. I'm going to rest for a while. Don't go anywhere, though. I'm not done punching you yet. Meanwhile, where am I? Is this hell? Yeah, a man is speaking yes, and another man is speaking no. This is under hell. Under hell? It's worse than regular hell? Depends on where you go. Wait, is everyone dead? A man is speaking yes, and another man is speaking no. There's a pause, and then I think I liked you better before you started talking. Meanwhile, can you help me with something? Possibly. Never understood why we called it the Quartet for the Dusk of Man. It only had 3 verses. There are 4 verses, that's why I listen. When 2 gods wait on the windowsill, the wick of the world is burning still. But when one god in triumph shines, the candle of the world goes out. I know that part. More silence, and then, and when that candle, bare and white, sheds at last its dancing light, then we will rouse with raised rod to pierce the very house of God. Oh, that's how it ends. Yes, son. It is. Oh. We reached the ending. Now we got, since we got the ending, we gotta try out the bonus scenario. Over the course of his employment with the Sterling Developments Detective Agency, Gabriel has had cause in many cases to be terrified. There's been no shortage of horror, and nightmares have been in ready supply. There have been dentists, there have been witches, and perhaps worst of all, a coven of depraved witch dentists enthralled to a dark tooth. He once punched a sorcerer whose arms, legs, and head were made up of other different sorcerers all piled up. Certainly it saved him time being able to punch all of it at once, but the implications were disturbing. But he had never been so terrified, so shaken the marrow, as when he hears the words, "Gabriel, I've been thinking." Gabriel recoils as though from a snake. Our language is crazy antiquated, you know. Our pronouns are a complete mess, common usage is literally dehumanizing. I won't be party to it anymore. As of today, I'm quitting English pronouns. Whole turkey. It's straight up Z, her, and hers from here on out. That's it? That's it? Really? Yes. I can go back to sleep. Absolutely, be my guest. Okay. Tycho closes the sarcophagus. Pressed 5 seconds later, Tycho swings the sarcophagus open. The brute rests within, upright and fully dressed. Hey, up, Gabriel, up. The early bird gets the worm, or worm equivalent. Were the birds in the metaphor? No. Fantastic. Also drank this. We got a hard day ahead. This is going to help, I think. Tycho wags a flask of some kind. It looks black, but no, it is merely the oily contents. Tastes like wow, tastes like the worst possible taste. Something at first, save the belly warmth which so often accompanies the consumption of flasks. Tycho Brahe, the Braeline steward of the Long Project, wonders if maybe potions don't have expiration dates. Doesn't have long to consider. The floor begins to creak and dent with the increased mass, squawking furiously, threatening to buckle. Tycho remembers now what he is keeping in the basement. Remember later, Gabriel does. And we should go. Yes, let's. Source of so much turmoil in the Rambacon wrote on the desk. The pages bear no trace of recent plots. Entirely clean. Each page is white as the blizzard of a wedding gown. Right into the gym had tons of flesh, loads and loads of it. It's the same as before. Where to? North to Desperation Street. Well, we haven't been there for a couple days at least. Pile of something here. Strange boxes with crystal bulbs affixed, all of them in pristine condition. Tiny placard fastidiously placed with 2 screws. Read the duplicator. An arm sticks out from the bottom of the pile, the white sleeve of the lab coat growing less white and more red the closer you get to the bottom of the heap. Gabriel's thinking hard, his brow furrows. It becomes a shelf over his eyes, a kind of ice shelf. So he tried to duplicate his duplicator? What do you call it when something happens, but the thing that happened is funny because it's like the opposite of what you think would happen? I call it hilarious. Grab one of those duplicators things, then let's go. You got a duplicator with that thoroughly implausible device. The items you use in one battle regenerate by the next fight. We're back to our weakened state. The all too familiar street snakes out before them. It's a rough ridden stretch, and it bears the mark of their previous visits. What are we doing here? Well, 2 things. 1, we're checking out a hunch, and 2, we have a good friend here, one who helped us out with 2 consecutive jams. I thought we haven't seen Zera in a while. I wonder what Z is up to. Okay. And the big burlap sack? Oh, that. Tycho pats it nervously. I just love sacks now. These prints are the only evidence that any giant robots ever walked through here, but it's cool. All that got dealt with. These holes are memento in reverse. There are puddles in this one, puddles in which contented frogs dwell. Contented frogs. Happy frogs. Big mailbox jam. Go. Nice. Tiny flowers have begun to poke up through the indentation. First stuff you find just laying around in like a person's grave, you dig it up and open it. Is that theft? Can dead people actually own things? I mean, I don't know. Let's have a conversation. I graduated from the Store Academy, alright? It's my first store, go easy on me. Personally, a thoroughly doomed house for the third time. The locus for so much that has occurred. The pair creep towards the threshold. The sleeping form of the rebel bears a familiar shape. Indeed, it is the shame that has always intrigued the scholar, because it was always vibrating. That is to say, it was never entirely one thing. Indeed, they seemed to be a sequence of possible things. He never understood why nobody else could see it, but he could, and he knew that he had a part to play. Hey, that's that friend we used to have. Hi, what's going? Nah. Before Gabriel could finish the sentence, Tycho has slipped the crabbly scratchy bag over the sleeping form and cinched it in the top. But why? It's complicated. You join the party. Is that me? They've been here before, of course, though never quite under those conditions. It's not particularly clear what happened to the house at this particular time, but oh no, there it is. This time the whole house decides to sink into the earth. Sinkhole's visible, a strange music tinkles out. Seeing a foe writhing in the distance, or maybe it isn't a foe, maybe just some guy. Tycho wonders if keeping his charge entirely helpless is actually an awesome plan. I know that we just kidnapped you, and it probably seems rude, but I definitely need you to fight, and maybe even be grievously injured in our service. Don't die, though, that's out of the question. If you die, I'll be super mad. Cuts a hole in the sack and sends the storied rake, a rake that has whirled at the center of 1,000 deaths. Her hand tentatively grabs it. Good old times, right? Mostly no? Alright. Never don't die. I leaked through the hole above, filtering through clusters of what looked to be raw topaz, but couldn't possibly be because they were the size of a car. Topaz, no, too big. But I knew it couldn't be a coincidence. There are simply too many nested phenomena. That's what I've been saying. Now listen, the neighborhood in this house facility has always been screwed. It goes that way back. It isn't just a shithole? No, well, yes, it can be that too, but these crisps, they're bad luck. Gabriel removes a piece from his pocket, drops it, kicks it away. I mean, they're literally bad luck in solid form. We need to push through all of this frown stone to the chamber beyond. Why? See if I keep being right. Give us thoughts for a second. Wait, this rock, bad luck rock? Yep. Is it really called Frownstone? Heiko shakes his head. Neck tight, jaw set. No, but it should be. Ancient takeout. Global warming. Nice.
I love Call of Duty, Phasmophobia. I love sim games like American Truck Simulator, Supermarket Simulator. I play all sorts of shit. But this is probably like one of my favorite games. I play this most of the time. This mission, that's freaking awesome. What you have to do? That sounds cool. And usually Survivor, but every now and then, especially whenever I do like a 24-hour stream or a special stream, I'll let chat choose my killer. And I play killer for a few matches. I suck so bad though. I suck so bad and I become so toxic. Hey Midwest Game Guy, how you doing? How's your day going, hon? Oh, it's a lot of fun. We're getting quite a new event, getting a whole bunch of fucking like love points. I can't. A long time for me, but this week I'm gonna be on a shit ton. Tomorrow night
There it is, pure kismatite. I knew it. Good and bad luck are like the opposite poles of a magnet. One draws the other. There's a huge chunk of it just walking around. Don't know why it would be walking around. Tycho holds up a hand indicating patience on Gabriel's part. Now, why you always come to these places, kill everybody, and take all the stuff? Gabriel now slowly afraid of where this might be going. Especially, he's afraid that his contribution to punching might see a diminished role. I'll admit there's an elegance there, but apparently diplomacy is also a thing. Let's give it a whirl. Shedding his shirt and vest, Tycho approaches the truly gigantic living jewel god with what he hopes is the proper reverence. Then meets a hum of almost imperceptible lowness, a bass note that jostles the teeth in his gums. He tries to be cool about it. Okay, which crazy fast should I be addressing? The tone shifts perceptibly. My humble request made in humility is a music to my kind. Of what use may I be, heir of earth? We need most, if not all, of your torso. Come again? Gasperi the Scholar waves a hand at and around the thing's massive trunk. We're gonna need all that. That is quite impossible. That's where you're wrong, Lucky. Gabriel breathed a sigh of relief. Unconscious gym person stumbles back in confusion, falls backwards, and shatters to a million pieces. Son of a gah. He'd attack it a bunch. How do you think it was gonna go? How could I have known that killing it would damage his body? Don't answer that anyway. We need to get more of this stuff. It's gotta be down here. Do, 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 do. Whitefish. Nice. There's a shimmer deep within the cavern. This is a sort of shimmer in the weft of reality turns Tycho's crank. The shimmer can be seen even though there's a gigantic monster made out of nonsense directly in front of it. I want to make sure you understand, Gabriel, this monster doesn't excite me or anything. I was just trying to jump through a magic hole or whatever, and there's always some kind of morphling or Yukari or whatever sniffing around. That's fine. You don't mind? No, that's cool. Unpronounceable. Right. Moving on up in this little prologue. With the super weird thing dispatched, Tycho is free to try and maneuver his crystal prize through the gateway. It's incredibly difficult as he studies rarely allow him his to get to the gym. Dark oaths are frequent and varied. Once Gabriel decides to help, it seriously takes like 10 minutes. Right, periphery. Periphery, no place just aside to the left of every real thing, is awash with stimuli, coffee, wet gravel, copper tang, somewhere close to xylophones mating with a beehive. I smell dogs and peanut butter. His eyes widen. I'm tasting something. Yes, the place. Trying to think about it. That's hard. Astral hummingbirds. Right. Break 3. Goodness. Spit widens, jutting out into the never like an incredibly avant-garde diving board. Like O'Neill's brushing away some amethyst dust. This will do, this is fun. Laughing the Kesmite, he turns into the ground. Grinding into the spit, he does this until he feels something streaked on his neck, in his skin. The work of millennia, undone by the last of us, is grotesque, is folly. Do you know better than your brothers, your fathers? You aren't real. I will twist this part from that part and devour all. Your philosophy will be no comfort. Who will do your work then? You won't bend a hair on my head. You know how. You know. And he does. Morga, you know. No. Okay. Guilt taking form. Stellar Breeze, Punjab with Lilac, and Iron Dates on the plinth. The Barim becomes dust, and in nothing, Tycho looks in danger of doing the same. From one of his pockets he slips a tuning fork, striking against the faucet of the lucky coffin. His tone wobbled the gem to a kind of jelly. Tycho turns to find his prize sack, trying to scooch away. Damn it, Gabriel, help me get this. Get his hair into this thing. He does so, but isn't entirely sure why. The sack wriggles and slips into the stone. Nobody can know what we did here. They can't know about her or any of it. I'll tell anybody. Tycho looks upon him appraisingly. Yes, she will. They may not believe you, but they'll know. They'll tell someone else. Eventually they'll tell someone who can't use that against me. I told you, man, I don't know what else I can do. Tycho fixes his eyes on Gabriel, a wholly unintelligible blend of emotions doing battles on his face. Lucifer. I don't know who that is. Lucifer. It's not my name. Lucifer, be thou known. Gabriel's confusion slips away, his eyes close, and another wholly different pair of eyes open. I rise. Forget all. Tycho wonders if this is a thing like murder, what he is doing. If not murder itself, can you see murder from here? Forget all. Today, just today. He'll probably regret it eventually, but he doesn't care. He's close to the end of everything. He doesn't want to be alone for it. The thing that is Gabriel slumps to the ground, without thought or breath. Tycho puts him over his shoulder and goes home. There you go. And that's the prelude. So we finished the game with the true ending. Everybody falling either through dimensions, a black hole, or hell, I guess. So we did it. And that means that our next series of games, or series of episodes coming forward, will be the 4th episode, because this is the 4th episode 3 and 4 of the series was developed by Zeboyd Games as a part of the month of Zeboyd. So I'll probably post it on Twitter when I'm going live again like I always do, but I'll put an update list of the games we completed for the month of Zeboyd. And yeah, so we finished chapter 3, on to chapter 4, see what happens with our heroes. I might go back later on, probably not this month, but in the future I might go back and do chapters 1 and 2 just for some closure, since we are doing 3 and 4. And yeah, so thanks for coming. I appreciate you guys. Let's see. I did want to thank real quick the people who followed the Midwest Game Guy Twitch account since our last stream last night. I want to say thank you to Benji, it's BNJEE, and Z_YT2. Thank you guys very much for following the channel. We're at 123 followers, and as always, let's try to, as usual, let's try to raid out to somebody that is one of our followers. Let's see.